Welcome to the last Supreme Commander 2 cast of 2021. But you already knew that because you are so smart. And speaking of the smartest people, only the smartest people have hit that subscribe button and they rang that bell and they turned on all notifications so they can be part of the hottest Supreme Commander 2 action that this channel has to offer. Seriously, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed your holiday, whatever it may have been, and hopefully you guys enjoy the new year. Seriously, guys, click the link down below and check out my band's latest single. It may not be relevant as it was a few days ago, but it's still a great song. I really enjoyed doing it. I'm very proud of it. So anyhow, guys, hopefully you all also enjoyed Night of Misfortune's his tournaments last weekend. I enjoyed casting there. Check out his Twitch channel. Definitely subscribe to him. He is a great guy. And I will be casting some of the 2v2 tournament. So that is something that will be happening next year. Sorry to be rambling, but I have a lot to talk about. So guys, it is a EcoViewer cast. Of course, you already knew that because you could see it right there. Thanks to Fury Regon for making this happen. Guys, comment down below. Say thank you, Fury Regon. You are a great guy. So guys, the map is the iconic Open Palms. It is a map that is favored by pros and new players alike. So let's see who we got here. We got the one, the only Iron Commander spawning in as the blue UEF Commander, dropping down a Air Factory first, and he's ecoing all the things with his little engineers that probably could. So let's see what he does. I'm banking on him scouting first. Who wants to take that bet? I wouldn't if I were you. And then his opponent, we got Coup de Gras, aka Maugan. We're gonna call him Maugan because that's his name up on the scoreboard. And he is spawning in as the red Sovereign Commander, dropping down an Air Factory first and then a Land Factory. Who wants to take a bet that he, too, is going to scout first? Again, I wouldn't take that bet, even if you paid me. So, well, looks like I won on the Iron Commander, but lost on the Maugan bet there. So I guess you could have taken a bet because I think Maugan was just waiting for a plane to come by and be like, your plane's dead. But that didn't happen. So Maugan is now scouting. So I guess if your bet was he's just going to chill for a little bit, then I guess you're going to make some money there. I wonder what Maugan doing with that plane. Oh, whatever. So Maugan has a Land Factory. He's putting down a radar, even though he doesn't really need it, but he's against Cybran. So he doesn't really want his planes spread out because they could get murdered, of course. But he wants to really know what's happening. And Maugan has a radar as well, trying to get a second Land Factory. So spreading out quite well. Very, very wisely done there. And same with Maugan, another radar station. Overlapping radars, I guess that doesn't hurt. You'll know when your opponent's trying to approach their expansion. So, could be good. Could be good. So, yeah, guys, hopefully you don't mind me rambling too much in the beginning. Like, I know some people hate it, but, I give you guys some news about what's happening with Supreme Commander 2, Let you guys know what's going on with me a little bit. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. So that scout gets absolutely annihilated very, very quickly. And yeah, we see one bomber's not going to do it. I promise you that, Iron Commander, but you already know that. Oh, I see what's happening here. Yeah, that's not really a good thing for Maugan. He loses 2 planes almost instantly. And yeah, that Air Force is almost utterly just wiped out. Yeah, Iron Commander pushing in with his tanks, but I think he's only got 1 Land Factory right now versus 2, so he's not going to really get a whole lot done right here. So yeah, definitely going to have to walk away from that. Maugan really wants to finish this. Oh, it is getting finished by that engineer. I can't see him because he was hiding right there. So, okay, hey, whatever. That is good. And yeah, we got a bunch of energy generators and a whole bunch of land factories queued up here for the Iron Commander, and I find that to be good. He is floating mass at quite an alarming rate, actually. That's not good. That's like 2 land factories easy. Well, one. Now, okay. He'd put down that second land factory, so he's spending his mass very wisely. Maugan, on the other hand, well, he's being naughty. If you could see on his scoreboard. Oh, do I need to describe that scoreboard again to you all? Hopefully I don't. You can see that this is the mass symbol right up here, so that's their total mass right here. And this is right here where my cursor is going over is the mass income per second. And energy's right here, total energy, and then energy per second over to the right. So you get that. You got that. You're smart, you know? Because you subscribe to my channel. That's how I know you're smart. Duh. So yeah, that engineer is gone. That engineer is one. It's going to be a smoking crater. And he's still alive? Oh, there it goes. That one last bomber was on a coffee break, I think, and was like, whoa, we're going on a raid? Okay, here I come. And he comes and drops that one last bomb and kills that engineer. Maybe this engineer will meet the same fate? Yeah, that engineer met the same fate before that high damage air tower could be done. Quite unfortunate for that for Maugan. I mean, that's ×2. That's 2 factories gone. That's been wasted. So that's very unfortunate. Losing a mass extractor, not ideal, but not the worst, right? So isn't a horrible thing. I like how Iron Commander is spreading out his land factories everywhere. But he's against Cybran, so maybe he doesn't want to go full-on land spam like this. This could be very bad. He has a couple of research stations going to spam out a bunch of energy generators. And Maugan getting some energy generators as well. Probably in a nice little line, so that's going to slow down his opponents with, what do you call that? You would call that structure detonate. So yeah, that would be very useful there. We got a bunch of research stations. I don't know if research has been popping up, has it? I don't remember seeing research pop up. You know, I hope that research thing is working because I'm in windowed mode. I have to use windowed mode to see the EcoViewer, and I'm going to be really sad if the research doesn't work anymore because I don't remember seeing research pop up. Maybe I'm so used to seeing it, oh, there it is, demolishers. So guys, comment down below if you, oh, never mind. Well, comment down below if you know where demolishers go in the research tree for the UEF land research. You guys have to know. I'm sure you know. Comment down below. The answer will come very shortly. Now, Maugan is putting down a megalith and training 1. Oh, that was a good bombing run. Taking out 4. Painful. Now, Brackman, not connecting, but a good choice. Air fight here. Could this be an important air fight? I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like Iron Commander is going to get the better of that fight, most definitely. Iron Commander is going to win this air fight, despite the anti-air tower. Don't matter. It's UEF Air. UEF Air don't care. You know? UEF Air don't care. Hey, that's a pretty good rhyme. That's funny. Okay. So anyway, guys, that high damage air tower has seen better days, most definitely. And notice, Iron Commander kept away, kept at a certain distance. Did you see that? He kept at a certain distance to not lose any units to a possible structure detonate. Now, Iron Commander his flank is being hit here. Not ideal. The units are flaying out so they could have more units could shoot. However, Iron Commander is just being overran right here. So that's really unfortunate for him. Didn't get a whole lot done. Well, he got a little bit done. He killed a decent amount of mass worth of stuff here. But the real fight's going on over here, and I'm kind of missing it. Sorry, guys. Afterburners going on. We saw peace shields being researched a little while ago, and we got the Mega doing some work with some supported by some Brackman fire. So very, very powerful army right there for Maugan. Now, P-Shields. We get a critical mass of P-Shields. You know, these units are just going to laugh off the Mega Fire. However, they are still Loyalists and Brackman. If Cobras get into the mix, I could instantly drop shields, and that army could be incredibly, incredibly vulnerable. Bombs doing a little bit of damage to units, not a whole lot. We got the Mega Anti-Air tickling. Well, they got in combination the high damage air tower. A lot of damage came about, but anti-air on the Megas aren't very, very good, right? That engineer gonna die through a... No, it's not gonna happen. Oh, no, we just saw an engineer die to an MML. That's too bad. Now, rate of fire and movement speed got researched by Maugan Ross. So we're gonna see some very fast bots on the field with putting out a lot more damage than they were. Well, 15% more, I believe. But it's still more damage. More damage is more damage, right? So, you know, I mean, of course, more damage is more damage. Duh. Look at these guys floating mass. I'm going to have to call their mothers and let them know that they're floating mass. Just kidding. They're in the experimental phase right now, right? So floating mass around this point isn't uncommon. Iron Commander used up his mass, so that's really good. Really good. However, Maugan Ra is committing a mass sin right now for all of us to see. Yeah, he needs to put down another gantry, and Iron Commander is putting down 3, so he's not going to be committing no mass sins here. Does he have the energy to support it? Yes, he does. He does have the energy and the mass to support that right now. Maugan Ra just researched jump jets, so could we see unit detonate? I'm pretty sure we're going to see some unit detonate here. We got Cobras in the field, so a person like Maugan Ra knows how to deal with mass P-Shields. A bunch of MMLs, because P-Shields can't get out of the way because they have a huge bubble there, and those bubbles going to get hit, and they lose their shield very quickly. Let's see if he actually makes the Cobras. He might not need them, but he probably does because there's only 2 Megas on the field, and that's a lot of P-Shields. Well, if Iron Commander keeps splitting his P-Shields like that, they're... Yeah, look at that. Mega not really getting through. Nothing's going to get through there to do damage, really. Yeah, nothing's getting through to that. So, yeah, we got Maugan Ra still floating mass. We need to call his mother, let him know that this is not okay. Yo, Mrs. Ra. Oh, we're going to see some, here we go. And boom! That was an incredible jump jet power detonate. Incredible. That really reduced Iron Commander's army to really nothing. I mean, not nothing, but it reduced a great amount. Now, we got 2 fat boys who really, really don't want these things. Oh, you don't want this stuff. Oh, no! Oh, no! Now, things are going very... Oh, not again. Oh, not again, not again, not again, not again. Maugan Ra is doing the right things. These units, well, they're not going to jump. They're not going to blow up, are they? They're just going to sit there and blast this guy to oblivion. Yeah, that's what's going to happen here. Wow, this is really, really not pleasant for Iron Commander. But Maugan Ra is getting some great picks right here. Getting some great pickups. Taking out a whole bunch of stuff. We got the point defense researched on the research stations and the mass extractors. Doing some damage, but not enough. Maugan Ra doing superbly over here, and he's pushing out on the expansions, so the expansions are being threatened. This is going to really hurt Iron Commander's mass. Look at that mass per tick. It went down. He's down at 32.8. Maugan Ra is outproducing by 35.2. But Iron Commander reached some veterancy. He's got some problems. He's floating a lot of mass. And the reason why he's floating a lot of mass is because he lost a whole lot of factories. So this sin being committed was not his own actions, right? He didn't want to do this. His opponent destroyed like 3 gantries, 4 gantries, and a land factory. So that's going to be very hard to spend that mass. Yo. So yeah, 1 point defense there is not going to really be helpful. Not going to... That mass extractor is gone. Now this is bad. We saw that Iron Commander just lost a core mass. He lost 2 more mass, so 3 mass. That's one of those is a core mass. He's down to 28.6. He is a whole 10 now behind his opponent, and that mass gap is just going to widen. 12. And Maugan gets shield on his units, which is a pretty good choice against Fat Boys, in my opinion. So real quick thing I want to say, I've been trying to get another 0K video out for you all, but I've been having a lot of technical difficulties. I've been trying to get one out since last month. So it's just been really difficult. So guys, hopefully you are all looking forward to some 0K. I know a lot of y'all don't really love it, but you know, some people do. The 0K community has been very, very supportive of me casting 0K. So I'm going to be casting a 0K video. And next month I'm also going to be casting the 2v2 tournament, probably the finals. So if you haven't seen that yet, you're in for a treat. There was some great games there. And this Fat Boy's going to die. This Fat Boy's going to die. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Some reinforcements coming in. Another dead Fat Boy. That is not fun for Iron Commander. I think Iron Commander is on the back foot here. Loyalists get very, very strong with shields now, don't they? With those jump jets, how fast they move. An incredibly powerful unit. Is he going to lose another gantry? No. Oh, no. Wow, that's not good. Now, Iron Commander has less than half of mass per second coming in, and he's got more, well, he was at more than double mass that he's bloating. And I'm not trying to make Iron Commander feel bad or say he's doing anything bad. He's in a difficult situation. He's losing factories left and right. It's hard to spend that mass, but he's doing it right. He's doing it well right now. He's got a lot of Fat Boys on the field, but I think Maugan made the switch to mostly small units, which is being very effective. Fat Boys have trouble killing them, especially when they dance like this. Look at this little dance going on over here. They're just going to slowly infiltrate. I mean, there's a lot of damage. Now, if there's some adapters on the field with these loyalists, that would make it even more difficult. Yeah, see what happens when they don't move? They just die. Boom, that army gone. This army fared a whole lot better, lasted a whole lot longer. Now, here's a problem for Iron Commander. Maugan has another expansion. Maugan is on 2 expansions. The expansion in back, so we can say 3 expansions. And look at all of those factories. That's a crazy amount of factories. We got some bombing runs, not doing a whole lot of damage because of shields. Shields are strong. That's a crazy amount of factories. I mean, that's a good amount of Fat Boys, but I think he needs a combination. Iron Commander needs some smaller units to complement his experimental army. Bomber's not getting a whole lot done. And, oh my goodness, Maugan being nasty, putting down some long-range artillery and getting training two on them, so they hit really hard. These things are going to hit hard. They're going to slap. That's like, what, 20% more damage? That's significant. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. Yeah, Iron Commander's losing Fat Boys at an alarming rate. This is not... Wow. I mean, there's a lot of Fat Boys in back, so Iron Commander's doing really good with the control. He's got Fat Boys up front to soak up damage and Fat Boys in back to deal damage. So, quite an expensive decoy, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Yeah, I mean, those bombers, like... Yeah, those... You might not want to get into Megalith. One Megalith goes down, so that's good for Iron Commander. But these bots show up and get so close. Taking out a Fat Boy. Yeah, I mean... Are they 3? Yeah, there's 4... Yeah, that's a critical mass, and these things are going to start doing damage. 3 is a really good number to have of high damage air. Oh my goodness, did he get training 3? Ooh, he did get training 3. So, that's like 30% more damage, and there's 4 of them. That's like 3 is a critical mass of artillery, right? Get 3 artillery pieces, Cyber artillery, they're going to start dropping buildings fast. 4 and 5, maybe even 6. Going on 7? Yeah, things are just going to start dropping for Iron Commander. This is going to start evaporating. Iron Commander did dislodge a... He dislodged a expansion for Maugan Ra. Very good. But Maugan Ra is being a sneaky sneak. Pushing in with his loyalists. These loyalists are messing stuff up for Iron Commander. Iron Commander losing several mass extractors and a radar station. About to lose a bunch of Fat Boys from a pincher attack. Very difficult to deal with for Iron Commander. Very, very difficult to deal with. Maugan Ra is still floating mass despite his awesome production. He's dropping a bunch of these long-range point defense. Artillery stations. Man, how many Fat Boys are left? Iron Commander's lucky he's just pumping Fat Boys out. Yeah, jump jetting units can't be Fat Boyed. This guy could be Fat Boyed though. He's just gonna melt. That Megalith is melted. That's a Megalith melt right there, guys. Good, delicious, right? So I like what Maugan Ra is doing here. He's putting out 1 Megalith. You know, he's only got 1 Mega Gantry. He could afford 2 probably. But I think he wants to pump out more artillery stations, which is just gonna erode. Look at this. See how fast Iron Commander's base is dying? Like, even the wreck is being annihilated. Iron Commander, I think this might be it for Iron Commander. Does he have overcharge? No, he does not. So he's in the yellow. He's down on his luck. And... No? Hunker? Okay. Okay, trying to walk away from that. I don't know. A handful of loyalists could spell doom. And boom! Down he goes. I think a shell hit him on the head. Raindrops? Well, I can't sing that because of copyright purposes, but raindrops keep falling on his head. And then he made him go boom! So, Iron Commander, you're a great player. Thank you so much for playing. You did phenomenal. However, Maugan Ra just, you know, he had the right strategy to take out Iron Commander. So, you know, that... Take notes, guys. Take notes, because versus mass Fat Boys, use jump jet bots with shields with a small number of megas, which, you know, really worked out. Megas versus Fat Boys. You know, Fat Boy's going to win at a distance, but Mega's going to win up close. You already know that. You're smart. But, yeah, putting a cicada there really helps out the megaliths. So do adapters really help out megaliths. You got to get a critical mass, though. But I think Maugan Ra did well. You don't see this strategy as much, but it does happen. A That is so many factories. That is so many. I'm not going to count them, but that's a lot. So Iron Commander did really well despite, being, artilleried in the face and having a bunch of little units to contend with. And Megalith, that's difficult. He did well. He's a great player. So yeah, Maugan Raw, thank you so much for sending me this replay. It was fun to cast. Hopefully it was fun for everyone to watch. And yeah, that's your EcoViewer, Economy Viewer match of the month. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. So yeah, I'm going to end this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite because that helps me out, and send your good replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com just like Maugan Raw did. Or you could join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server and hit up hashtag replays for Still Speaks and upload it there, then at me, or you could direct message me your replay. Whatever you do, don't do all of them or 2 of them. Just do one. It's more than enough. I check my replays about a couple times a month. Haven't been getting a lot this month, which is actually kind of concerning. However, that's okay. I have a bunch of 2v2 matches coming up for you for next month. So if I don't get any replays this month, that's okay. That's fine. That's totally cool. Maybe I did. Maybe I told people, yeah, I'm going to do for January. Yeah, I'm considering you. And I just totally went, that's how it works. I've been very busy writing songs and music and in work and having to keep up a YouTube channel on top of a social life. Please, man. Very difficult. Lots to do. And plus the holidays and trying to keep up on Sanctuary videos and trying to put out a what'd you call that? 0K videos, as well as a 0K interview that I filmed in August with Google Frog. I'm sure he's really happy about waiting. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Google Frog, if you're watching. But yeah, seriously, it's an hour-and-a-half interview. I already did an hour-and-a-half interview, and I got another hour-and-a-half left. So I'm going to have to get that out. As soon as I get a 0K video nice and casted and up and rolling for you guys, I could cut it up and use it for my assets on that interview, and man, I can't wait. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. So yeah, sorry to ramble there, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me. So yeah, comment something down below. Say something nice about the players, the game. Say something nice about me if you wanna. It's okay if you don't say anything about me. That's fine. I'm just messing around really, but with all that. But yeah, comment down below. Say something positive about everybody. We really need more positivity in the world. That's really where that's coming from. You know what I mean? Negativity is just meh, nobody needs that. Positivity's where it's at, guys. Let's make that happen. Make Maugan Raw and Iron Commander feel good about themselves. They're great players, and we want to keep them playing. That's one way to help do that. If you like what I do and you want to support this channel with a Patreon page, click the link down below to get involved with that. That really helps me out and keeps me motivated. I'm going to shout out Novitrix, Iron Commander, and Alpha Hex. Thank you guys for being longtime patrons. You guys are phenomenal and really help keep me motivated. If you don't like a subscription service and you are interested in helping me out monetarily, you can click the link down below and buy my band's music for like $1. Or if you really want to be cool and want to save some money, click the link down below to bandcamp.com and buy my band's music for all of it, every single song we released, for $2.60. So yeah, that could be really cool. And if you want to support me in another way, if you don't have any money or you just don't want to spend money on me, that is totally fine and completely understandable. Watching my videos really helps me out. Commenting down below helps me out. A like helps me out. And sharing with your friends really helps me a lot. And if you want to help me out also, stream my band's music on Spotify. That's really helpful as well. Comment my band's music videos. Like my band's music. And watch my band's music videos on YouTube. These are all ways to support me, and they are free for you, but they mean a lot to me, right? So those are options. People like to support without spending money. I understand, I get it, and those are the ways to do it. Thank you guys for considering that. So I think I'm going to end this. Share with your friends, family, and foes, because you need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.